I want to welcome you to Pastor Blast. Today is Tuesday, December 8th. Every Friday for pretty much 8 years, I've made a trip to Subway. And it's the same order. A foot-long sandwich on whole wheat bread, pepperoni and American cheese, no veggies, no sauces, with a bag of chips, 3 cookies, and 1 small drink. It's always for my son Mark, who is high-functioning autism, and autism is all about routine, and there is a great resistance to change, about letting go of anything. And there's a bumper sticker when I lived in Montana that you saw in a lot of old pickup trucks that said, "The only way you're going to get my gun from me is if you pry it from my cold, dead hands." That might summarize for many of us how we have our own things that we hold on to, that it's like not even God can pry it from my cold, dead hand. Henry Nouwen tells a story about a woman who was in the hospital, and she was frail, and she was afraid, and she was very determined. She was holding her fist clenched, and it took 2 orderlies to finally pry that hand open to find that she was holding on to a penny. She was holding on to that penny for dear life. And somehow, if she lost that penny, that would mean that she would have nothing, and that she would be nothing. You know, I think you and I hold on to things in that same way, gripping it for dear life. And it might be a dream, it might be a grudge, could be an addiction or an identity that we feel like we're losing, like we in retirement, or some assumption. You know, I've really been unnerved, as I'm sure you have, as people are so convinced that the COVID virus is somehow a hoax, that even people in the hospital, as they're dying of coronavirus, remain in denial that it is in fact the virus that's causing their death. I confess that this is a constant struggle for me. At various times in my life, I have held on for dear life to something. Maybe it's success at basketball or a certain relationship. It might be something ministry related, this expectation that I have to have, and I keep pressing God on it. And for Elizabeth and I, one thing we have a hard time letting go is the future of our son Mark, who we dearly love and hope for good things for him. Parents know what I mean by that. Jesus says something to us very countercultural. He says, "He who would save his life will lose it, but he who would lose his life, let go of it, for my sake will find it." Let go and let God. This Advent, maybe there's something you're holding on to. Like that woman with that penny in her hand. Nobody's going to pry it away from you. And it could mean the difference between life and death, being able to let go of that. And what a difference between a clenched fist and an open hand. And an open hand is how God would have us come before the throne this Christmas. I want to share a couple verses from Psalm 5. "Give ear to my words, Lord. Consider my sighing. Listen to my cry for help, my King and my God, for to you I pray." Here's the payoff. "In the morning, O Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my requests before you and wait in expectation." That is a prayer. That is a psalm for Advent. Blessed Advent to you.